Buongiorno, Pasty guy. How we doing?
Um, okay, I guess. How are you?
Raging after that, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you start with that? Yeah, that may as well start with the penalty, eh? I mean,
Yeah,
what was St. Maximin doing? I mean, that Lamptey just, you just don't dive in like that in the box or at all.
yeah.
But there was an argument that he got the ball, but you're putting yourself on the line by doing that, and obviously, gave Brighton that head start, and we, they never looked back. We just never recovered. Well, did we even try to recover? That's the thing. I mean, to be honest, it was the same sort of performance against them in the same fixture last season, but difference now is Brighton had that cutting edge. They
Yeah.
look they. I mean, it's crazy because they look streets ahead of us, even though they were they went up with us, and they've we've usually we've finished above them. I mean, we've finished above them in all the seasons we've been in the Premier League with them as well.
I think Brighton finished 15th on us. Couple of
Yeah,
15th.
we finished above them last season. But
Yeah.
yeah, because they had a bit of a collapse, didn't they?
And like I
But
say, you look around, for me, right, I look around Brighton's team. I've tipped them to get relegated. So, I mean, what does that say to Newcastle? Do you know what I mean? What does
well,
that say to Newcastle
I
fans if I'm tipping Brighton to get relegated? I cannot name half of the team, and they've just beat the 3-0 at home.
I think today was I think today was a wake up call. Maybe a victory against an abysmal West Ham team wasn't the best benchmark to judge us on how we do this season.
Mm.
I think I think you know what I think it goes to show what how that is, how much having a progressive young manager that it goes a very long way, because
Yeah.
Potter did a number on Brucey today. Let's make no mistake.
He
I
tries to play
mean,
football as well. Tries to play football.
yeah,
Plays out from
yeah,
the back. Plays three at the back. They
hmm
do well.
yeah.
They keep the
They
ball.
yeah, they were solid as well. Whenever we threw long balls at them, they were able to bat them away, no bother. But
Mm.
and it just goes to show what happens when you put a complete tactical dinosaur against the progressive manager who's been playing this sort of way for years, and generally it's worked for him.
Now it's been winding me up about Bruce. We've seen it a lot last season. And today, St. Maximin, clearly not fit. He risked
No,
him. Silly risk in the cup against Blackburn. Comes off
mm,
injured.
yeah,
Great news, we think, on Friday in the press conference. Brucey saying, St. Maximin's fit, round to go. As soon as he started that game, you could tell whether he couldn't be arsed, or he didn't have it in him, or he was injured, or he was off the pace. Either way, he wasn't ready and he wasn't sharp for that game at all. And that's probably coincided with him giving the penalty away. So why
yeah.
is Steve continually playing injured players?
Well, you're right, and I said last week that the coaching and the medical injury side of things was a worry, and today did nothing to ease those concerns, to be honest.
Hmm.
But yeah, you could tell. I think for St. Maximin, I think it was all of those things, and I think hit that Lamptey. He was probably their man of the match. I think
Definitely.
he gave him and Lewis the runaround today.
Yeah, he's class, wasn't
And he just needed to run around the place, didn't he? And and I think
he? But
and
there's
yeah,
no pressure from Newcastle. We're 2-0 down within 5 minutes and nobody cares. Nobody's trying to do
well,
anything about it.
and he brings on Joe Linton for Shelby. What
Didn't even touch the
if
back
you
of Julian.
if you don't laugh and all that, but
Uh,
no, but you know what? Midfield looked non-existent. Carl Wilson today was isolated, bar that chance he missed in the second
mm,
half. The fact,
uh,
and I think the most worrying aspect is that the defense has gotten worse again. It continues to get worse. We saw that towards the end of last season. It doesn't seem to be any different this time around, because I mean, before we scored the second against West Ham, it kind of was like squeaky bum time, and which is mental, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, but this is the thing. If you lump long balls to a team that was actually relatively well drilled, we're going to do that for 36 more games. It's going to be a long grind this season. That being said, I think we need to bin Bruce off before it's too late. I think if things continue the way they are, I think if Ashley's serious about protecting his asset, he will, and he won't repeat the same mistakes as he did with McLaren.
All right. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Cheers.
Try the rest of your night, mate.
Yeah, you try as well.
Thanks, mate. See you later.
Yeah.